Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra week coffee. That means this is another episode of Coffee from Teacapistan. Today we're going to wrap up Brian's bad turn. This is a part 2, so let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
If she was...
This guy is one of Chris Hansen's most arrogant predators. What happened to it?
law enforcement or with law enforcement?
Yeah, because it seemed fucking sketchy. And I even
Then if
asked
it's
her...
so sketchy, why do you show up?
A little peek behind the curtain there, as I think everyone was able to see my dashboard manager on Twitch. So that's a good start. Yeah, this guy's one of the most arrogant predators we've ever seen on the show. Oh, this dude? Yeah, this dude again. Oh, you weren't here yesterday, were ya? So, we're gonna finish watching this dude today. I ran out of time, had to get ready for work yesterday.
Come outside and smoke.
I know what you did, but why are you here? It defies logic. To smoke a blunt with a 15-year-old girl, that's it.
To smoke a blunt.
You're going to hang out on the front porch, smoke the blunt, say, hi.
That was my plan,
goodbye,
was to sit
15-year-old
outside
girl,
and smoke
take
a blunt, but she said she didn't want the neighbors to see her smoking weed.
Yeah. So you thought it was okay to smoke
with
weed with a 15-year-old girl?
The thrilling conclusion indeed. Good morning, Wonton Soup. Also, good morning, Sub Pop. Fathers and Sons of Anarchy. Father-son. That's hilarious.
If people smoke weed, there's nothing wrong with it. It's
If you're 15?
legal.
If you're 15.
If she smokes, she smokes. That's got nothing to do
But
with me.
you said you're 30?
I'm 39 years
You're
old.
39 years old, and you thought it was okay to come over here and smoke a blunt with a 15-year-old girl. That's okay.
See anything wrong with it? Like I said, I'm not
Okay, then
doing
once you get
anything.
high, you go inside and you do the suck and fuck. Did you bring money with you?
dude.
Did you bring money?
Who doesn't have money on them?
Did you bring condoms?
No, I do not.
So you're going to have sex with no condom?
Will you stop trying to tell me what I was gonna do here? Like
Well,
you're trying
you tell
to...
me.
The blank and the blank. Yeah, this is a funny one. This is a funny confrontation. He's really defending himself hard.
You're trying to make me be like, yes, that's what I'm here for. No, that's not what I'm here for. Look at the messages. I even asked her to come outside.
I
and
know.
smoke.
We watched the whole thing.
Okay, so why is it such a big deal that somebody's smoking with somebody?
In the best case scenario, you
I
were
was
going
just
to
at the
smoke
gas
weed with a
station with a
15-year-old
friend and told my friend that I was going to smoke
with a 15-year-old
and then I might come and see her new house that she just got that's 2 miles from here. I just talked to somebody like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, none of...
Probably should have just gone straight to the adult friend homeowner's house. That's probably would have been the smart move. Smoking blunts is smoking blunts, but showing up is showing up. Guess what, Jeff? You showed up.
That clears you of wanting to smoke weed with a 15-year-old girl and do whatever else came about.
Nobody was doing anything else with anybody. I asked her if she wanted to smoke. What did I say when I came in here? Do you want to smoke before I go on my ride?
You're on a sex site.
What did I say?
The girl tells you she's 15. I know what you said. I heard it, Brian.
Exactly. That's all I wanted to do was smoke and go back on my ride.
Your story...
If one of my friends told me he was going to smoke a blunt with a 15-year-old, I think I would have some serious objections to that. Yeah. There's probably a conversation that would be had. Something tells me he may have left out the 15-year-old part. May have left that part out.
Defies logic.
Apparently, Brian's forgotten about his earlier phone call.
I want to come up and see you real quick.
I said 100 to have sex and suck your dick.
Okay.
It defies male human behavior. It doesn't make sense, Brian.
It defies male human behavior. All right. All guys just want to show up and F and S.
Listen, I know this is what you do for a living. I understand that. I'm not here to have sex with a minor. I am telling you the freaking honest to God truth. I swear to God on my fucking child's life.
How many kids do you have?
Why is that any of this?
Oh boy. He's got kids and he's swearing on their life. That's a good look.
Any of the concern right now?
Well, I'm curious.
My kids have nothing to do with it.
How old are
All
your
I'm
kids?
saying
How old are
is
your kids, Brian?
I have a 22-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. I have a 13-year-old daughter that I unfortunately do not get to see.
All right. If somebody came
Wow, this guy's got a lot of kids. Father side.
over to smoke weed with your 13-year-old daughter, you'd be cool with that.
If my daughter smoked weed, I would appreciate it if she told me that she smoked weed. My 22-year-old daughter smokes weed. She lives with somebody who actually grows marijuana and they dispense it to dispensaries. I have no problem with marijuana. I've never had a problem with marijuana. I've smoked pot my whole entire life. I honestly think they should have legalized that shit years ago.
Okay.
He's just turning this into a debate about whether marijuana should be legal, not whether a 40-year-old man showing up to a 13-year-old's house is a problem or not. Your Honor, he swore on his kids' lives. We moved to dismiss the charges. Oh, well, in that case, why didn't you say so? Case dismissed.
I don't see anything wrong
Be
with
that
it.
as it may, and the weed is legal if somebody is of age. But if your 13-year-old daughter
Weed is legal if
was
you're of
visited
age
by
to
a
go
39-year-old man came over when she was home alone.
My daughter is actually dating somebody who is my age.
Who? Your 13?
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. That's pretty bad. That is not a flex. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big problem. That is a big problem.
13-year-old.
No, my older daughter, she's actually...
Well, she's 22. She's an adult.
Oh, he bait and switched the conversation. 22 and 39 is still, that's a little sussy.
Talking about somebody who's 15 here in this scenario.
Hey, and we're not talking about me coming over here to do anything
All right,
sexual.
my point
I
is-
came to smoke a freaking blunt and drop her pop off.
You've got a daughter.
I even asked her
Drop
if
her-
she wanted...
Drop her pop off. I came over to drop her pop off. Drop her pop off sounds like a Rocky villain.
to come outside and smoke. You need to stop trying to push shit on me like I'm doing
not.
something
You're the
wrong.
man, you're the one who showed up, Brian.
To smoke a blunt. Now you're trying to make it into
With a
freaking
15-year-old
bigger
girl.
thing.
Well, it is a big deal. Again, if your 13-year-old daughter,
Okay, I
let me
understand.
finish. If your
She's
13-year-old daughter
young,
was
she
home
shouldn't be
alone,
smoking.
right, and some guy came over who's 39 and wanted to smoke a blunt with
39, 35, 39.
her, would you be okay
And
with
I'm
that?
sure my daughter would have the common sense to not have somebody in the house.
Okay.
Well, okay. So it's common sense not to have somebody in the house, but it's not common sense for you to not show up.
So this girl should have the common sense too, but she didn't.
She
and you
said
showed
her
up.
aunt was here, and I asked her
No,
if her
she
aunt
said
was
her
okay.
aunt was
if-
gone.
She didn't say her aunt was gone. Go back in your
we learn later he's actually on an e-scooter. That's hilarious.
messages. She said that her and her aunt were here, and I asked her if her aunt was okay if I came over, if she had company. And she said yeah. And even her response was jacked up. And that's why I said I was going to smoke a blunt with her,
Just got
drop
some
her
ice on his
top off,
wrist?
and go back on my ride. What did I say when I got here? Do you want...
Maybe he's finally come out from under all of his like fraud debt or whatever, writing bad checks or whatever it was.
smoke a blunt before I leave to go on my ride?
Why did you drive around the house so
Nothing.
many? Why did you drive around the house so many times?
The address isn't even fully on the house right here. It's missing a freaking number. This trailer park has got so many freaking houses in here that there's 4,000 number for the address. I live in a trailer park. There's a lot of freaking
You didn't drive
houses
around
in here.
because you were afraid this might be a sting.
Not at all. Listen.
But you did
I
ask
am
her,
not here.
are you working with law enforcement? Are you law enforcement?
Yeah,
Are
'cause
you a cop?
she sounded weird as hell. Like I said, I was not trying to get in trouble for doing anything wrong. I'm not here to do anything
Why
wrong.
even take the chance, Brian, and show up?
Take
Given-
the
given
chance
all-
of what? I
Take
understand
the chance
you
of
saying
showing up and meeting me.
you're starting to frustrate me.
All right,
I
you're starting to
understand.
You're starting to frustrate me, Chris. That's hilarious.
Me.
Taking the chance if I was coming here to do something wrong. That's understandable. I totally get you. I understand what you do. I appreciate what
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I've actually seen videos of you.
You've seen videos of me?
Yeah, I've seen videos.
So who am
I'm-
I?
I honestly, I don't know.
Well,
your
I'm
name,
Chris
but-
Hansen,
Chris Hansen.
and we do stories when adults try to meet kids for sex.
Okay, well, there's not an adult trying to meet
takedown.
somebody for sex.
Right.
So I don't want you to keep trying to put that shit in my mouth
fine.
because, like I said when I got here, do you want to smoke a blunt? I even tried to get her to smoke outside.
I heard
I
it.
did not want to come in the house.
Brian.
I did not want to smoke inside.
Be that
the only
it.
reason why I came inside was because she said that her
Fine.
aunt was okay. that
I
she had
appreciate
come.
all that. So these folks here also want to chat with you. So I'm going to let them do
Oh, and the cops just walk forward.
that
I
right
understand
now.
that.
Okay?
God, I would love to see this guy's police interview. Please say we get a police interview. It's gonna be locked behind a paywall, isn't it? Yeah, his hat says F around and find out. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
So
I understand.
anything else you want people to
Lone Wolf Independent. Oh, yeah, he's not a member of a motorcycle gang. Looks like he blanked around and found out indeed.
know about your situation today?
No, I think that's completely messed up that you're trying to put words in my mouth.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
You are trying to put words in my mouth. I'm seriously in trouble for freaking smoking a blunt.
These guys will explain.
Does he have a Let's Go Brandon patch?
Right.
It's behind his arm.
I'm seriously in trouble for.
He does have a Let's Go Brandon patch. Guaranteed that dude was occupied on Jan 6. He's a lone wolf independent. I don't know. Too much groupthink in those Proud Boys Telegram channels that I'm sure he's in and on.
Freaking smoking a blunt.
These guys will explain it to you, Brian.
What's your name?
Nothing fucking real.
Hey, what was your name?
Brian.
It turns out Brian did exactly
Wait a second. Am I under arrest for committing a crime? A succulent Chinese dinner?
what it says on his hat as his adventure lands him in the Genesee County Jail.
Brian thought he was going to have a happy little chat about his motorcycle ride and what motorcycles he likes or doesn't like. The reality is, Brian was being very careful, trying to protect himself from the charges he now faces. It's a tactic we see frequently. But when I ask him about his child and whether he'd be comfortable having a stranger at 39 years old come visit his teenage daughter with a blunt, not so comfy.
I swear to you, I've never heard any
Not so comfy. What's he saying now? I swear to God, I've never heard anyone.
a day in my life.
But look at it the way it looks from my point right now. You're here, right? So we got to get through this, okay?
Brian was charged with child sexually abusive activity, accosting and soliciting a minor, and using a computer to commit a crime. We'll keep you posted on the case against him.
God, it must have been a great day to live in that trailer park. A succulent Michigan minor. It must have been a great day to live in that trailer park and just watch all these guys get arrested all day. It was probably pretty entertaining. Like, who's coming out next? Oh, it's a motorcycle guy.
Genesee County, Michigan
Since we got time, we'll watch this. But normally I skip these portions.
Sheriff Chris Swanson says his ghost team has arrested more than 200 predators seeking to sexually exploit children, and the job has just begun.
One man showed up on a motorcycle, circled the house 3 times, had asked the decoy posing as the 15-year-old girl to send a picture with today's date on it, had surfaced in at least 2 other
I'm just trying to stream Blood Bowl and there's a sting operation going on. Yeah, that would be me. That'd be me naively streaming Blood Bowl in the trailer.
ghost operations, but had the presence of mind to tell me that, oh, I wasn't going to do anything with this girl except smoke some weed. Do you buy that?
No.
They've arrested over 200 innocent guys who just wanted to smoke a blunt. What a shame. God, this guy's hair is out of control. Just have an age-appropriate hairstyle, man.
That's what's called premeditation. That is the ingredient that is building up And that's why he'd already been to 2 other operations, but didn't come through. He had to build up the courage. Today's date is he wanted to validate that this was real. He wanted to do his own investigation. And eventually, he circled the block 3 times, and he knocked down that door. He knew exactly what he was doing.
There was a price discussed for him to pay in exchange for sex with this 15-year-old girl. He claims that the girl was the only one talking about sex. It wasn't him, that he was just going to have her come out on the porch and smoke a blunt. That was it. Even that's not good. But you don't buy his story, do you?
No.
Even that's not good. You're going to have to work that into my repertoire.
You got to remember that there's 2 nervous systems in the human body. The parasympathetic, which is 99%.
Oh boy, now he's getting into anatomical stuff
Of our life. Then that sympathetic, fight or flight. Those guys, when caught in the first 15, 20 minutes, the hour, the time that they're sitting down with you, their mind is thinking, I need to mitigate this. I need to excuse this. I need to somehow get out of this. So they just puke out whatever they come up with. And they think that people are buying that. That's the problem. Now, a day later, they know it was all BS.
Watch TrueBlue.com.
Alright everyone, watch TrueBlue.com. That's where all these are hosted, and I just rip off the free ones off of YouTube to do reaction videos. That's what I do. I'm Jay McCain. Until next time, mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance, be where your feet are, strive to be no one nowhere, and of course, as always, stay water, my friends.